What's up? What's up? It's your boy RVA from VA, Richmond to be exact. And I need you guys to do a couple favors for me. Hit that like button, subscribe, and definitely comment. Love to hear from you guys. It's a show for the fans, by the fans. Peace. What up? What up? It's your boy RVA from VA, Richmond to be exact. And I'm back again, back like I never left. Let's jump right into it. It's the countdown to training camp, man. So we're going to talk about this a little bit. One of the areas that I am a little concerned about, but I want to see how this coaching staff addresses it. I'm going to bring up a couple key points, discuss it with you guys. Jump in the comment box. Let me know what you think. Tell me what your concerns are for training camp as we are 2 weeks out. So yeah, man, this is the countdown for training camp. I want to talk about the cornerback position. As we know, last year they were very, let's just say it, bad. It is what it is. They were bad. They came off a season in 2020 where they were second-rated pass defense, and this year that just passed, we couldn't stop a blind man. And that's just me being brutally honest. And, the thing about it is, in 2020, we had some different faces here. We had key additions in 2021 with William Jackson III. And then also we drafted Benjamin St. Juste in the 2021 draft. These were key additions to the cornerbacks, but we drafted a primary man corner, shut down, supposed to be number one corner, and William Jackson III. He played for the Cincinnati Bengals, and he came here and we played primarily zone. So that was already an issue that I had took notice of, but I wanted to give Jack Del Rio and the defensive coaching staff a chance to see what they would do. And it didn't seem that they got too creative. There was a lot of plays, specifically the Chargers game, where I was very frustrated with some of the calls. It would be 3rd and 2, 3rd and 4, and for whatever reason, we have our corners lined up behind the first down mark, 5 yards off of the receiver, and I'm like, we're just basically giving up the first down. And I couldn't put a finger on it to figure out what was the thinking behind that. And it was frustrating. Some of the big plays we got gashed. And, some of that was due to our safety play as well. But I want to stick strictly to the corners right now. So coming into this season, these guys are returning. Now they should be, more of a actual unit. They've had time to bond. Last year was also a strange offseason, so that definitely played a part in it. Jack Del Rio spoke briefly on that. A lot of guys didn't attend a lot of the voluntary workouts last year, so he did mention that. William Jackson III also mentioned, these guys are bonding. I mean, even outside of football, they're just hanging out with one another, getting to know one another, and that's important when you're playing a team game. So I definitely like to hear that. But ultimately, when it comes down, we got to see the performance on the field. That's what the fans are going to see. That's what the analysts are going to talk about, and that's what the league is going to talk about. So we need to see it on the field. But I'm definitely glad to hear these guys doing things like golfing, bowling, just team bonding things that they weren't able to partake in last off season. Like I said, most of the team's corners are returning this year. So that should bode well for us. Kendall Fuller, let's talk about him briefly, because there's two narratives out there. The national media has him ranked very high in the cornerback world. But then us as fans, I can't speak for everybody. Sometimes he was very underwhelming, but it will surprise you to know that he had a career high in 16 pass deflections last season, and also 77 tackles. And if you're just watching the games last year, well, you wouldn't really take notice of that. That really caught me off guard. So he actually played pretty well last year. And another weird thing is, William Jackson III, he had his career high in interceptions last year with 2. Only 2 interceptions, but, if you ask him, he had a bad season last year. He talked about up until that Bucks when we played Tampa Bay, that's when he finally started to get comfortable in the defense. And you could see it clearly. Like I said, communication was a huge problem for them. So he had a career high in two interceptions. And he started to key in, and it was pretty quiet on this side of the field after that Buccaneers game. So I really want to see going into this season how he does. Another interesting thing is it's been reported that the guy we drafted last season, Benjamin St. Juste, who played very well when he was healthy, but he had 1 or 2 concussions. I think it was 2. And then there's also some belief that, he was involved in some stuff. I'm not going to speak on that because I don't know the facts behind it. But, he was basically set down for the rest of the season. But he has, from what it seems, to have a very huge upside. The guy's long, he's physical, he's great breaking up the receiver from catching the ball. And he seems to be able to stay with the quicker, shiftier receivers, which you like to see, because what is being reported is Benjamin St. Juste is playing in the slot. Interesting. Benjamin St. Juste has been taking reps in the slot in certain packages. It's been reported from the mini camps and OTAs. So they honestly believe that they want to keep their best guys on the field. Regardless of him supposed to be an outside corner, they feel he can play inside, and they want to put their guys on the field at the same time. So that would lead me to believe that Kendall Fuller will stay outside, and then you will have William Jackson on the other side, and then you have Benjamin St. Juste playing that slot position. We'll see how this works out. I'm definitely interested. I'm going to be paying close attention during training camp to see how things are going and see what the reports are. And, of course, I'm going to discuss it with you guys. So, also, I wanted to discuss my biggest concern with this room, because I do think that they will have a better season as a unit together. But that's all dependent on health, as we all know. It always boils down to the health. In the NFL, every year we get to training camp, or sometimes even the OTAs or mini camps, and we have unfortunate events happen that we can't control. And it sucks. So my biggest concern with this room is not those guys, it's the depth. I know I've been saying we have good depth, but this cornerback room is the one that concerns me. So we let 4 pieces go, and we added 2 pieces. So let's do the math on that. 4 minus 2, oh, that's 2. We drafted Christian Holmes, who seems to have physical tools. I've watched some tape on him. He was, up and down play. I mean, and it happens with corners. I want to wait until we get in training camp until I fully get a true evaluation of what I think he can be. But he's one of the older guys. This year in the draft, we went the older direction with our players that we drafted. So he definitely has experience. Hopefully he's something like when St. Juste came in. And we didn't really know what we were getting. And he came on, and when he suited up and he played well. And that's what we need Christian Holmes to do. Just play well. If he could be a solid depth piece, that will bode a long way for us in the long run. And then we added Corn Elder. Sorry about that. Corn Elder. And like I said, I just want him to be a solid depth piece. Because if guys go down, then it starts to get scary. Of course, we know we got Troy Apky, but Troy Apky is Troy Apky. Special teams guy. Every year I see it feels like they speak him up and, oh, he's going to play safety. Oh, he's going to play corner. And we know how that story ends. So that story is over for me, regardless if he's on a team or not. And I'm not hating on him. Be a special teams guy. Do your special teams job well. Special teams is important. But when it comes to suiting up and playing defense, I want no parts. You hear me? I want no parts. So we do have the cap room to, add some veteran pieces if necessary. We'll see how it goes once we get in training camp. I'm pretty sure they'll start really, honing in and keying in on that position to see if they feel that, we should add a couple more pieces. I wouldn't be mad at that because, like I said, it seems every year, knock on wood, I don't wish this to happen, but every year, throughout a 17 game season, things happen and guys go down and somebody has to step up. So I would have liked them to bring McTire back. I don't know what his situation is. I would love if they brought him in, took another look. It was unfortunate that he had that ACL injury. I didn't get a very in-detailed look at him, but reports from camp that offseason was he looked pretty good and he looked, seemed like he was balling. So I think we need to, add a piece or two to round out that room just for me to feel better. Do something to make me feel good. I think we should definitely do that. So the cornerback position is a position that I'm definitely going to be paying attention to. Hey, man, hop in the comments. Talk to your boy RVA. Let me know what you think. Let me know what position group you are going to be paying close attention to this offseason. And tell me what you think about this cornerback depth. I would love to hear from you guys. I appreciate you guys supporting me thus far. We're just getting started. Back like I never left. Is your boy RVA from VA. Peace.